Hello to all. Welcome again to the application of the individual financial planning elements. Let's talk about the planned profit and loss statement. I continue with the same example from the investment and the liquidity plan, my coffee shop. How do I proceed? First, I log in to Swiss Great Business Manager and open the project coffee shop. I go to the finance plans and open the existing budget plan. The investment plan and the liquidity plan are already completed. Now let's talk about the planned profit and loss statement. I start again with the first year. First, let's talk about the income. Sales services, I change to coffee. So I sell 50 coffees in the restaurant at $3 a coffee per day. And for the whole year, this is 50 multiplied by $3 multiplied by 235 days in a year. That will give me $35,250 for the coffee. What else do I have as income? I click here on the cross. Coffee to go. Since I have the coffee just opposite the train station, I am thinking about offering a coffee to go in the morning. I have counted. Every morning there are 150 people waiting for the train. Of those, I can certainly sell coffee for another, let's say, 50 people. So, coffee to go from Wednesday to Friday, 3 days a week, multiplied by 47 weeks, multiplied by 50 coffees, multiplied by $3 per coffee. That gives me a turnover for the coffee to go by $21,150. Once again, I want to bake rolls and cakes. So how many of these will I sell? I think about of 100 people, 40 people will eat. So 40 bread rolls and cakes at $2 for 247 days in a year. That gives me about $18,800. Oh, hey, I see a mistake here. I have a missing O. So, okay. What else is there? Yes, I have more products. I have cold drinks. I could probably sell 20 cold drinks of those a day. 20 cold drinks multiplied by $3 a drink gives me $14,100 a year. So I will save as an income $89,300 in 1 year. Planned income. Let's talk now about cost of goods. What are the costs of these products sold? Coffee. I need coffee beans, milk, sugar. I guess these are 50 cents per cup. 235 days multiplied by 50 cups multiplied by 50 cents gives me total amount of costs 5,875. Coffee to go. What are the costs of the coffee to go? The same calculation. 3 days by 47 weeks by 50 cents by 50 cups makes a total amount of $3,525. The costs for the rolls and cakes. I'm charging 20 cents per piece, so 235 days by 40 cakes by 20 cents makes me $1,180 of costs. The cold drinks. This is the most expensive product to buy. I have to reckon with $1.5 per bottle. So that makes 235 days multiplied by 20 bottles a day multiplied by $1.5 per bottle. So I will have costs of about $7,050. So I have a gross profit. The total income deducted by the cost of goods gives me $70,970 gross profit per year. Now we come to the many operating costs that are incurred in running the coffee and cannot be directly allocated to the product. First, we have salaries. Since I will work alone or employ someone at the highest level as my deputy, I will only enter one salary. What do I need as a salary? In the beginning, I have no idea. I need about $2,000 a month. So 12 months multiplied by $2,000, that makes $24,000 of salaries for the whole year, for the first year. Social Security, this depends on the country. In my country, it's about 50%. So 50% of the salary here, another $12,000 for the social insurance. Charges, fees. For company formation, first a one-time fee of $1,000. The rent for rooms, I don't have to pay any since I own the building. Nevertheless, I want to include the costs here in order to have full transparency. I guess a comparable location would cost about $2,000 a month. So that would cost, if I would have to rent the location, about $24,000. Rent, lease for machine I don't need. Other rental costs, no, I don't need. Repair and maintenance. The coffee machine needs an early service. This is about $200. Costs for cars, gasoline. No, I don't need. I could also delete it, but I leave it as it is. Other insurance. No, not probably. Electricity, water, gas, and heating. Yes, I do. I need them. It will cost me about, as a guess, $1,200. Transportation cost, no, not needed. Public relation, advertising, absolutely necessary, not only at the beginning. I think let's try with about $5,000 for the first year. Then costs for lawyers and consultants, no, not needed. Telephone, internet. I use my private mobile. This is about $40 a month. I could charge the coffee with 25%, so it's $10 a month and $120 a year. Other costs. I calculate a reserve position of, let's say, $2,000 a year. Imputed costs. I have already considered this under rent. I own the building. I do not yet pay any rent, but would like to include the costs in the profit and loss statement. What else I need? Maybe I need value-added tax. I take them as costs. This is about 7.7% of the sales by a total turnover of 90,000, 89,300. This gives me about $7,200. The depreciation is coming by the investment plan. The operating costs and depreciation added together give the operating expenses of 77,000. And I have here the result of the EBIT. And as you can see, I have a negative result. Together with the interests, I will pay, or I will calculate for my own private money. I'm about $6,757 as a loss. I have a net loss of 6,757. So I have the big question, the famous question, now what? I have a net loss, and now I have to rethink the books and my assumptions and increase sales or reduce costs. What can I do? Okay, the rent for rooms, this is a calculated cost, and if I would reduce these to the half of it, let's have a look what will happen. Now I have a net profit, a net loss. So even if I'm charging myself $1,000 a month for the rent of the rooms, I have a net profit. Now, because I have a net profit, I should calculate some taxes. How much is a tax in my country? I think it's about 20%, and 20% of these 5,343 is $1,048. So my net profit reduced and is now by $4,200, but I have now a net profit. I entered now every single number by click on save. The business manager is creating all the figures and columns. So you can see here down, this is the income, and then you have the different cost elements in one column. And also the gross profit margin, this number here is quite an important number to compare your company, your coffee shop with another coffee shop. It's about 79% of gross profit margin. And now let's look how it's developing over the years.